Hello dear students, it's time for maths lecture. So open your textbook, open your maths textbook, open page number 179. Page number 179, exercise 13.2. Open it fast. This exercise is based on pie chart. As our previous exercise 13.1 was based on bar graph, exercise 13.2 is based on pie chart. So what is pie chart? Pie chart are also known as circle chart, as the shape of circle chart or pie chart is circular. We represent all the data on the circular chart. This circular chart is also known as circle chart or pie chart. Okay, so now we will represent data on circle, that is known as a pie chart. To represent data on the circle, we divide it into small parts. We divide the circle into small parts to represent data. Okay, so let us start question number 1. Be remember one thing, to draw pie chart, first of all we need to know how to represent the data. First of all we will convert the data into fraction. We will change the data into fraction and that data we will represent on the chart. So read the question number 1 of exercise 13.2. In an amusement park, out of 100 people, how many total people? 100 people, 24 wore green, 50 wore red and 25 wore blue dresses. Draw a pie chart to represent the data. Data is given, total 100 people are there in the park. Out of 100, 25 people wore green dresses, 50 people wore red dresses and 25 people wore blue dresses. Now what is our task? Our task is to represent this data on the pie chart. So to represent data, what we will do? First of all, we will find the fraction. Question number 1. Total people are 100, right? Now out of 100, 25 wore green dresses. Right? Out of 100, 25 wore green dresses. So we can represent it in the 100 is total. We always write total below the denominator, below the upon line, and 25 will be numerator here. Now when we convert 25 and 100 to its simplest form, what we will get? If I divide this number 25 and 100 by 5, I will get 5 5s are 25 and 5 2s are 10, 25 upon 20. I can further simplify it. Five ones are 5 and 5 fours are 20, right? So when I simplify 25 upon 100, I get 1 upon 4. 1 upon 4. That is 1/4. Right? Now out of 100, 50 people wore red dresses. 50 people wore red dresses. We are converting our data, our numbers into fractional form so that we can represent data on circle graph. Why we are converting these? To represent the data on circle graph. Okay. So out of 150 wore red dresses. So 50 upon 100. Now 50 ones are 50, 52 is 100. When we simplify 50 upon 100, we get 1 upon 2. We get 1 upon 2. Now next line. Out of 100, 25 wore blue dresses. Blue dresses. I don't have much space here, so 50 upon 100 means 1 by 2. Now, out of 100, 25 wore blue dresses. It means 25 upon 100. Now, 25 ones are 25 and 25 fours are 100. So 25 upon 100 will be equals to 1 upon 4. 25 upon 100 will be equal to 1 upon 4. Okay, 25 upon 100 is equals to 1 upon 4. 50 upon 100 is equals to 1 by 2 and 25 upon 100 is equals to 1 by 4. Note down this data. Now we will draw the pie chart or circle chart and we will represent these data on circle chart. Here 1 by 4 means what? Out of 4 parts, if suppose we have a circle, 1 by 4 means we will make total 4 parts of the circle and out of 4, 1 will be shaded. Right? Out of 4, 1 will be shaded. So to represent 1 by 4, we can represent this part, this much part. This much part is represented by 1 by 4. 1 by 4. And to represent 1 by 2. 1 by 2 means what? Half. 1 by 2 means half. And if we have a circle and we want to represent 1 by 2, we will shade the half part of the circle. Means it is showing 1 by 2. Right? And here 1 by 4 means this part shows 1/4, right? This part shows 1/4, this part shows half and this part shows 1/4, and when we join all these three we will get 1/4, 1/4 and half part, right? So this is how we can show in circle graph. So it was just for explanation purpose. After note down this line, these lines, we will draw the pie chart. representing 100 people, right? This circle is representing 100 people. You can color the this part is showing the number of people wear red dresses. This part is showing people wear blue dresses. And this part is showing people wear green dresses. So draw this chart. You can show it by the different colors. You can color your bar graph, pie chart with different color. Pie chart, we remember pie chart is also known as circle graph. Draw this pie chart. Question 1 is over here. Now question 2. Read the question number 2 carefully. Question number 2. A fruit seller sold 60 bananas, 30 mangoes, 15 papayas and 15 oranges. Draw a pie chart to represent the data. Once again, in this question we will draw the pie chart or circle chart. Pie chart is also known as circle chart. Okay. So to draw pie chart, what we need? We will need a fractional number. Okay. So first of all, we will find the total number of fruits sold. Question number 2. Total fruits sold 60 plus 30 plus 15 plus 15 oranges. So how many total fruits? 60 bananas, 30 mangoes, 15 papaya and 15 oranges. Add all these four numbers, add all the four numbers. 60 plus 30 is 90, 90 plus 15 is, arrange all the number column wise in rough work. You can arrange numbers column wise and add them. 5 plus 5 is 0, 10, 1 carry forward. 1 plus 6 is 7, 7 plus 3 is 10, 10 plus 1 is 11, 11 plus 1 is 12. So when we add all these numbers, we get 120. So how many fruits were sold? 120 fruits. Total 120 fruits were sold. means the complete circle will represent 120. Means this complete circle is representing 120 fruits. Okay. Now to show the parts on the circle chart, what we will do? We will represent the number in fractional form. So let us represent out of 120, 60 were bananas. Out of 120, 60 were bananas. So let me write 60 upon 120. We remember we always write total in the denominator part. So total is 120, total fruits are 120, and out of 120 fruits, 60 were banana fruits. Okay. So total we always write below the denominator part. Okay. Below the upon line. So 60 upon 120. When we simplify this, we will get 1 upon 2 as our result. 1 upon 2 means, in bracket I am writing half. 1 upon 2 means half. Now next, out of 120, next number is 30. So out of 120 fruits, 30 were mangoes. 30 were mangoes. Now 120 is total, so we always write total in denominator part. So I wrote 120 in denominator part, and the number 30 I will write in numerator part. Now simplify 30 upon 120. Write it in its lowest form. We already studied how to convert fraction into its lowest form. In our fraction chapter, we already studied this, how to convert fraction into its lowest form. So to convert this fraction 30 upon 120, my result is 1 upon 4. When I convert 30 upon 120, my result is 1 upon 4. Now next number is 15. So out of 120 fruits, 15 were papayas. Right? So I should write 15 upon 120. Now write 15 upon 120 in its simplest form. So 15 upon 120 will be equals to 1 upon 8. Will be equals to 1 upon 8 in its simplest form. Now out of 120, 15 were oranges. Oranges. 15 were oranges. So again 15 upon 120, which will be equals to 15 upon 120 means 1 upon 8. 15 upon 120 means 1 upon 8. Now we have converted our data into fractional form. Now we can represent these data on circle chart easily. First of all, we will draw a circle. So draw a circle very properly with help of bangle or any instrument. Draw circle properly. Now half part is showing banana. Half part of the circle is showing 1/2 means half, right? And 60 were bananas. So half part is showing, half part of the circle is showing what? Banana. It is showing banana. This part is showing banana. B-A-N-A-N. Banana. Next, 1/4. 1/4. 1/4 means this. 1/4 means this much part. This part is showing you can shade the graph by different colors, okay? This part is showing 1/4 and 1/4 means 30 words mangoes means this part is showing mangoes. M-A-N-G-O-E-S, mangoes. Now, out of 120, 15 were papayas. So, 15 upon 120 is equals to 1/8 and 1/8 we can represent this part. This unshaded part is 1/4. If I divide 1/4 by 2, it will be equals to 1/8. It will be equals to 1/8. If I divide this in two parts, it will represent 1/8. So this part is representing 1/8. This part is representing 1/8. Means papayas. And the remaining part is also showing 1/8 means it is showing the last one is oranges. So this part is showing oranges. So this is how we can represent data on circle chart or pie chart. Note down this. First of all, note down all these written part and then draw the circle chart. Question number 2 is complete here. Now question number 3. Question number 3. Now question number 3. The given pie chart, shows, read the question number 3 carefully. The given pie chart shows the favorite animals of a group of children. State true or false based on the given data. Here what you need to do, you need to answer true or false by observing this pie chart. It is already, this pie chart is already given in your book. Observe this pie chart and answer the following questions. So let me draw the pie chart first. Pie chart is also known as circular chart or circle chart, right? A pie chart is given like this in your book. Such pie chart is given in your book. This part is representing cat. This part is representing cat. This part is representing horse. This part is representing lion. And these are representing dog. Right? Now I am reading the question number 8. I will just write the answer. Question number 8. The least number of children like lion. Tell me. In this pie chart, observe this pie chart and answer. Least number of children. Least means सबसे कम. सबसे कम children lion animal को like करते हैं. Is it true or false? Yes, it is true. Why? Because through the pie chart we observe that least number of children are liking lion. Now part B. Read the question carefully. The horse is the favorite animal of the most children. Observe the pie chart and answer. Horse is the most likely? No. Then lion? No, lion is the least likely by children. Then cat? No. Dogs. Dogs are this much part is showing representing dogs. Right? Means children like dogs more. So our question is horse is favorite animal of most of the children. So it is false. Horse is not. Okay. Now part C. More children now question C. More children like dogs than cat. Is it true or false? More children like dogs than cats. ज्यादा बच्चे डॉग्स को लाइक करते हैं, कैट से भी ज्यादा बच्चे डॉग्स को लाइक करते हैं. Observe the pie chart and answer. True or false? Yes, it is true. By the chart we can observe it is true that more children are liking dogs than cat. Because in circle chart for the cat only this much portion is given, but for dog more than half circle is given. Now the last question. Read question carefully. More children like lions, horses and cats put together than dogs. In question number D, writer asking us that if we join lion, horse and cat and compare with the children who is liking dog. So they are saying that more children are liking these three. More children are liking these three together. If we add all these three and we compare with dogs, so children are liking dogs more, right? So by observation, what we conclude? We conclude that this statement is false. Statement D is false because children are liking dog most. Okay. So this exercise is over here. I will provide PDF for chapter 13 to you. As I know that on the green board all the graphs are not so clear, so I will provide this chapter to you in PDF form also, so don't worry about it. Our syllabus for term 2 examination is over, right? Our syllabus is over today. Now we will revise all the chapters whatever we have studied till now in our coming lectures. Our syllabus is over today. I will provide PDF for this chapter. Complete all the things very properly in your classwork copy. Bye students.